The art of screen printing.
Hey guys, it's Lon and Corey with Graphic Elephants again, and this is the art of screen printing presented by GSG. How's it going, Corey?
Doing good.
Hey, today we're going to move our elements from Illustrator into Photoshop. You want to set us up and show us how we do that, Corey?
Yeah, I certainly will. Go into Illustrator here. So when we last left off, we had created all of our components for this design, but now we're going to transport all this over to Photoshop. And first comment here is that when you do a transportation like this, you want to have the actual document in Photoshop being the same dimensions as the one that you're transporting from, so that there's no shifting in between the two programs. And there can be at times, there's a lot of space in here between, the margin area. So to kind of give me a little bit more insurance that that's going to be okay, I actually create an actual box, an object. So if you go over your type tool, or I'm sorry, your shape tool, we're just going to pull a box. And I've already done that here. And it's exactly the same dimensions as the Photoshop file and this document, so that when they come over into Photoshop, it's using this box as an object to basically lock it right into place. And let's just go ahead and show you how that works. I'm going to take them over one at a time. Here's the mesh. So we're just going to grab all that. I'm selecting both the mesh and the box. You can kind of see it highlighted here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over to Photoshop, and I'm going to paste it. It's going to basically give me the option, he said, of a smart object. So it gives you a few options here, but smart object is what you actually want to say okay with. That kind of keeps the Illustrator part of it kind of going, which we're going to release. Now you're seeing a big X through this. That's just saying the smart object is there from Illustrator. I'm going to hit the return key. That sort of unlocks it. I'm going to go back over to Illustrator. We're going to go to the next set. These are the 3 rings we created last time, and I'm going to do them one at a time because I like to have everything editable to every element. So it's going to copy, go back over to Photoshop. We're going to paste the smart object, say okay. Going to hit the return key and release it. We're going to go back and we're going to kind of rinse and repeat. So I'm going to pull back the 3rd ring here. I'm going to get my yellow ring, grab the box as well, copy it, come back over to Photoshop, paste it, smart object. You can kind of see how they're starting to all lock into place as I go from one program to the other. Let's go back over to Photoshop. We're going to paste, smart object, hit return key. Then we're going to go to the wedges that we have there. I'm going to do the same thing here in 2 parts. I'm going to basically hide that. And the black here is just for knocking out. So it's really just a tool at this point. So we're going to come back over here, paste it as smart object, because we're going to delete this information out of the circle. We'll hit return and release it. Go back in. We're going to bring the wedges back in full color. Grab the box, make a copy, go back over to Photoshop. So just kind of back and forth here. But and of course you can see each element is sort of going to have its own layer. And this allows me to control and paint or do whatever we want to do to each separate element. I just prefer it that way. I think as most creators would. And then the last few elements here are the inlines, the wedges, and the GSG. Again, grabbing everything on this layer. So all the objects are collected. Copy, go back into Photoshop. We're going to paste it, hit the return key. And then I'm going to come back over to Illustrator real fast. And I'm going to turn everybody back on. So we see this is all the elements that we did. And if I toggle back and forth between Photoshop, you can see everything is exactly locked in the same place. It's almost kind of like with Tri-Lock on a screen, on a press. You use those things to lock us in. These extra lines around the edge will have to be removed, but it's a tool that helps you have this all fall into place right where it needs to be. In the next video, what we'll do is we'll actually go through and start applying layer effects and some light and shadow to really start 3D'ing this job out.
Outstanding. He's Corey. I'm Lon. We are Graphic Elephants. This has been the art of screen printing presented by GSG. And we'll let Corey work some magic in Photoshop on the next video. Talk to you soon.